The Subway. There is a story that you shared with me about starting this bad boy in COVID.
Yeah. So a little background, 15 years ago, I started as a store manager inside a Subway. So
Welcome to the Visibility Room, on air and off script. A few months ago, I met somebody that I was immediately impressed with, and that is Kenisha Lee from the KLEE Brand. Kenisha, thank you for joining me today.
thank you.
Oh my gosh. So you have such a unique story, and the amount of things that you have done and what you have gone through is pretty fabulous. So before we dive into that, I do want you to just tell the people, what is KLEE Brand? What does your company focus on?
Okay. So I am a strategic consultant. I own the KLEE Brand. I started the KLEE Brand back in 2023. I was working a full-time job, corporate career, and also doing the KLEE Brand on the side. Because this is 2026. It's hard to remember. But last year in April, I stopped working my corporate job and I decided to pursue the KLEE Brand full time. So
Awesome.
It's a full service consulting firm. We help people build wealth through ownership.
Love it.
So to sum it up, we take a business owner's ideas and their visions. And a lot of times business owners, they have the passion for whatever they do, but they may lack direction.
Mm-hmm.
So we take their ideas and we create a roadmap on how they can achieve their goals. Kind of like a reverse engineer. That's my favorite part. That's what I geek out over.
Oh, I love that.
So that's what we do. And we cover several different departments. So I come from 15 years of corporate leadership experience.
Mm-hmm.
In that time, the company that I worked for was kind of hybrid between corporate and entrepreneurial. So I wore a bunch of hats.
Yeah.
So I have been lucky to have gotten the experience and credentials in business development, human resources, franchising, and real estate. So when I'm working with a client, I'm able to have a full diverse view of what they need to be able to help them get to where they want to go. And I'm also an entrepreneur as well. I own a Subway in downtown Detroit.
And now you're starting to hear what I heard. I'm like, wait a minute, you did all that, you do all that, and you own a franchise, and that's no small feat. So congratulations for everything that you've done. I again, duly impressed. I have a couple rapid fire questions for you before we start really diving into the nitty gritty. So you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Don't think too hard on it. So what comes to mind when I say, what first impression do you want others to have of you?
Impact.
Yep. All right. I need more information about why impact.
I think that at some point in my career, I feel like when I turned 30, because I feel like I walked into a portal or something like that, something different. But I wanted to focus on walking in purpose. And I was trying to figure out for a long time what that actually meant.
Yeah.
But at 36, I now know that for me to be fulfilled and walk in purpose, I focus on impact and the impact that I have on people professionally and personally.
I love that.
So when someone thinks about me, I want them to think about the impact, the positive impact that I had on whatever journey, whatever I help them with throughout their journey.
Yeah, I love that. Which segues nicely into, what's your favorite way to connect with people? Is it digitally or in person?
In person.
Yeah.
In person. I know after COVID, we have this digital world, and it's okay. But in person is the best way for me. Body language, all those things. I feel like videos and things like that, like, I don't know, you can kind of hide behind the camera, but connecting with somebody in person, it feels better and it means more.
Yeah, I love that. Again, great segue. Did you read these already? What builds credibility faster, expertise, presence, or consistency?
All three. That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Because I want to say for so long in my because I had a corporate career, I kind of hid in the public world.
Yeah.
So I feel like the last 5 years I've been trying to become visible. So I have this expertise, but people don't know me for these things. Like some people know me for Subway.
Yeah.
Some people know me for HR. Some people know me for real estate.
Yeah.
But now having to like find a creative way to package it all and get in front of people, the visibility piece, and be consistent with it. So that's why I said all three.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I have going on now. So
Right.
now as I'm putting out there more about the KLEE brand and what we do, and I'm talking about the projects and the type of customers or clients I was able to help, now I'm starting to build credibility fast.
Yes.
But I've been doing all this for X amount of years, but I wasn't
nobody
visible.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how visibility is a strategic foundational piece of business now. You can't hide anymore. You can't hide and just go on the brand name. It just doesn't work.
You can't. And it clicked in when I came to your networking event. I think it was the second one when we looked at LinkedIn and we were in a small group and it was like, I thought my LinkedIn was really good. Then when we were in the group and everybody went to the page and they're like, oh no, this is good stuff, but what do you do? You do all of this? And I'm like, okay. So now when I went home that night, I changed all that up.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm like, okay, I have to find a better way for my outward messaging because something's not, the visibility piece was missing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You
and
don't know how much I love that.
without having a good handle on the visibility piece. So.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can't describe what you do in a very short amount of time, the 30-second, window, right? People just get confused. And when there's confusion, then there's, frustration and it trickles down. So
yes.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that story. I love that a lot. All right. What's a trust killer that you see often?
Trust killer. Lack of communication. I feel like we live in a world where you meet someone, let's see, you're familiar with what they do, their expertise.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but like you want to work with them and you might have a good conversation, but sometimes people get busy or they don't communicate in a timely manner, or they may just fall off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a quick way to kill trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, the old ghosting.
Yeah.
All right. What's one leadership lesson that sticks with you?
Leadership lesson. I'm going to say grace. When I was younger in my career, I didn't really give too much grace. I always thought, no, I mean, I always looked at myself and said, well, no excuses, because I don't give excuses.
Yeah.
But as I got older and as I have to work with a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities, backgrounds, with everything that I do, I realized that we're all just people trying to figure it out.
Yeah. No one really has all the answers.
Yeah. And then I also realized, which this is interesting to me, everybody thinks differently. So we can be in the same room.
Yeah.
We can receive the same message and walk away thinking two different things. So now I try to, and then also you never know what people are going through outside of the situation. So now I feel like grace is something that I think about a lot.
Wow. I love that. All right. I'm going to totally switch gears on you now. All right.
Okay.
The franchise component, the Subway. There is a story that you shared with me about starting this bad boy in COVID.
Yeah. So a little background, 15 years ago, I started as a store manager inside a Subway. So I worked for Subway corporate for quite some time. I was the main contact for most of Michigan, Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
And I did all the franchise sales. I did all the real estate development, new stores, closed stores.
Wow.
I was that person.
Yeah.
Vetted out franchisees, built the processes, procedures. So at some point, it was like, okay, well, maybe I should get a Subway, because I've already worked in the store, ran the operation, started there, and then I've already worked on a higher level approving franchisees and things like that. So it became a thought, and I feel like
Yeah.
thoughts become things.
Yes.
So once it became a thought, it came pretty fast.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So in January of 2020, because it was a thought, I went to franchisee training, not even having a franchise yet.
Oh, how
But
funny.
yeah, I went to franchisee training in Connecticut. I spent a month in Connecticut. And when I got back in February, this store became available. And it was just kind of like sitting there for me. So, and I do have a partner, and we together, we acquired the space, the Subway, and in March 2020, everything was shut down. So
surprise,
right? So we didn't actually open the space back up until June 2020.
Wow.
We're inside of the First National Building, so our location is a captive audience location. We rely heavily on the employees inside the building and the employees downtown. So it was very slow because people were now working from home.
Yeah.
Now, Bedrock is our landlord. They were awesome. So with their tenant programs, we were able to survive.
That's amazing.
And I want to say 2021 is when it started to pick back up.
Okay.
So, it was tough, and it's better now.
Yeah.
But it also changed the way you have to do business.
Right.
Because you know, a national brand, you're thinking customers are just going to come.
Yeah.
You got to work harder to get those customers. So you have to get creative. And one of the things that I had to do is in 2024, I had to go out and try to get the NFL contract so that we could be a vendor.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember Vegas. We had a Subway convention in Vegas, and I remember I went to Vegas just so that I can get our Subway contact for the NFL.
Oh wow.
So I went to Vegas and hounded a bunch of people like, hey, we need this. We had town hall meetings, and I put questions in there.
Yeah.
We have the NFL draft. We need help or whatever. So between our contact at Subway and between locally the Michigan Black Business Alliance, we were able to get a contract, and we were able to be a vendor.
Wow. That's amazing.
Which that was really good for our store. So we had our store that's already downtown, and then in one of the entry points, the campus marshals, we had a vendor site.
That's so cool.
So that
like
was,
a pop-up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I say it changes the way you have to do business, now you have to rely on catering. You have to rely on partnerships because it's just not the same anymore.
Right, right. Are you still enjoying it? Are you looking at expanding? Are you just happy the way that it is?
I do enjoy it because I network, I meet people.
Yeah.
So I had an organization that called me yesterday that want us to cater, just based off of me going out there meeting people in the ecosystem that I'm in. So I spent last night coming up with quotes and things like that to send over to them. I still enjoy those pieces. I am looking to expand. I just don't know. I don't know in what area, because restaurants are very different.
Yeah.
And I've been in food service since I was 15. So I don't know if I'll do another QSR, but a restaurant, dine-in or something like that, probably.
Oh, that's so amazing. I love how you were able to, the proverbial pivot, right? You can't continue to do things the same when the world is not the same.
Yes.
So you better be able to figure out what that next thing is going to look like. And I love the tenacity of going to Vegas. I'm going to get this name.
Need some answers.
I'm going to I'm going to put the questions out, and you will help me.
And they did.
Yeah, I love
even,
that.
Some of our sponsors like Frito-Lay, everybody pitched in to do something. So Frito-Lay made our uniforms for the staff.
Oh, wow.
For free. Sent them to us, sent us like free boxes of chips. Some of the people at headquarters end up getting like backstage passes and stuff and sent it to us. And that was awesome. But I just gave it to the staff because
Yeah.
That's so amazing. And this is what, again, I think is so cool about what you do, is that because you have such a diverse experience, but still within one main, what do I want to say, silo of franchising, it's so unique because, you know, when you franchise, you're either going to rent a spot, right? If it's a what do I want to say, what's the term that I'm looking for? If you need an actual space,
Yep.
you're either going to rent
brick
or
and
you're going to
mortar.
buy brick
Yep.
and mortar. Thank you. Yeah. So if you're going to do a brick and mortar, you're either renting or you're buying. So now for you to be able to layer that on with your ability to counsel and strategize with people about, hey, is a franchise or a business right for you?
Mm-hmm.
What is that going to look like? Where are you going to do business? What do you need? Oh, I can help you with that. So let's talk a little bit about the KLEE brand and the strategy that you use. So how do you approach that, whether somebody's looking for real estate or the business or franchise or all three?
So, and this is, I'm now at a place where I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I would ever be okay if someone came to me, well, not ever be okay, but I like the fact that I can help on all different levels. So, for example, I have a client, QSR, franchisee, Charlie's Grill Subs.
Yeah.
So in the Detroit market, they are mostly in malls. So the Ohio market is pretty saturated. So I have some guys that are coming here to expand.
Okay.
So we're working on 2 deals right now to get them drive-through locations. So instead of like our market being only malls, because we don't really have any malls left anyway.
Yeah.
But instead of that, we are going to go ahead and get them drive-through locations and I'm starting to help them expand here.
Yeah.
But that's the real estate. But because I understand franchising, because I understand what they need in their lease when they're franchising, it makes it so much easier. It makes it an enjoyable experience for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm helping them on more than one level.
Right.
Because I understand the franchisor side, I'm able to pick up quick. So if we find a building, I know to tell them, hey, you need to go get this approved by the franchisor before you move forward.
Yeah.
Things like that, the little things that I learned from the different sides or the different hats that I've worn, I'm able to sit down with them, help them with their expansion plan,
Yeah.
and I'm able to help from like start to finish.
I love that. And that looking at the business that we have here, it's kind of that almost like a holistic 360 look, right?
Yes.
Where you are recognizing all the different things that need to be taken care of. And because of the experience that you come with and the foundation and the framework that you've built, that consistency, continuity, there's no hiccups, there's no falling off. The right hand and the left hand know what's happening. And it's just a smoother transition and experience.
Yeah. And I don't know, like it makes me happy because I'll get these little nuggets from time to time. So like if I'm talking to my client and he's like, nope, we trust you. Nope, we're going to listen to you.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Makes me feel really
Yeah.
good. And it builds credibility, but it's because of all the experience that I had. Just like I'm not going to just find them a space and say, oh, you're looking for 2,000 square feet. Well, I know that to make your business viable, there are certain demographics, traffic counts, and things like that we got to look for. I learned that from the past things that I used to do.
Right.
So going into this, I'm not just a regular, I shouldn't say regular, but I'm not just a real estate broker where I'm looking for square footage and you want to drive through, okay, and what area? No, I'm gonna really, really understand what your business needs to succeed, how the traffic counts, what does that number have to be? Because I'm not gonna send you a space where that number is less.
Yeah. And you understand franchise disclosure statements and what the fine print says. Yeah, I think that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. What so the strategic process for you, do you always start in the same place, or is it just getting to know somebody and then kind of walking them through next steps?
In the perfect world, it would start in the same place, but I wish it was consistent like that. But everybody's business is so different.
Yeah.
And their journey is different and where they are in their journey is different. So like discovery is where it starts. Like I need to understand your brand through and through. I also need to understand what you want. How do you want this to look? And once I have the discovery, that's where I'm able to map out the plan. But it's going to be different for everybody that I speak to. And because this came up because I'm a big SOP person, standard operating procedures. But I realized, because I have a client that I'm about to sign on now, and I'm helping with a license deal.
Okay.
And I wish it could have been like, once we talk, I could just send you some stuff over, but I have to create it because your business is very different
Yeah.
from others. So, but I like that as well. But
Well, and you're taking it from your toolbox, right? You already know it. It's just now it sounds like putting it together specifically for you.
Yeah, it has to be customized.
Yeah.
It's not, I can't send you something that worked for somebody else. You have something completely different.
Yeah.
So I like that.
This is a special orders don't upset us moment.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. What else should we know about the KLEE brand? Who is your favorite client? You don't have to name names, but like, what are you doing for them?
My favorite client is, I'm just going to say a client that that is ready, because here's the thing. I always tell people, and now I have people that can vouch for this.
Yeah.
But like, I can move as fast as you move. I used to tell all the people in like the Subway franchisees this back in the day, but I can move as fast as you move. So, my favorite client is somebody who will trust me, who is ready and who's ready to go, because the thing about it is, once I start, we're going.
Yes.
We're going.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are like, okay, wow, that's fast. Yeah, we're
so
going.
So if I ask if you're a planner or a doer, what would you say?
I'm both.
I'm both.
I'm both. So, and that's the thing. Like, I have a good balance of both.
Yeah.
So I'm going to plan it out, but once we're ready to rock, we're going.
We're going.
I had to speak at, one of my clients. She asked me to speak, Sunday, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
At, the days are running together, but at, she does group homes, and she has like a class. She mentors, and she asked me to speak about real estate. And when she introduced me, she said, Kenisha moves fast. And I'm like, yeah, I do. But then I made sure to say, she does too. That's why we were able to get her deal done in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because she moves fast too. And once we're ready, we're ready.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, is that if you're being led by somebody that not only moves fast, but is thorough and understands what's going on and understands the intricacies, it makes you feel more comfortable so that you can move at the same speed.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, things are moving along, moving along. I would love to ask you about this other little shindig that is happening in Eastern Market. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Okay. So I am a part of a group called the Wealth Investor Network. Great group. This group is designed to help women professionally, personally, all things business growth, whatever you can think of, investments, business opportunities. So I've been in that group since 2022. First year, I kind of like, I wanted to network with business-minded people.
Yeah.
So I did that. Second year, I was on one of the committees, the governance committee. Third and fourth year, I served as vice president. This year now, we don't have a board, but we're doing a lot of exciting things in the group. So I still serve as some sort of leadership in the group. And we just got our first space, our home, our hub inside the Eastern Market. So we're doing a mixer this Thursday, which should be really fun. We're going to have members, anybody that's interested in being a member. We're going to have lenders, community partners. No matter each year, our membership grows, and the women are I don't even know how to describe it. Whatever you need, somebody does it. You need a doctor?
I love that.
You need a lawyer? Do you need funding? Do you need real estate? Like,
it's like a who's who.
Yes. Yeah. And everybody supports each other. Whenever if one person have something, if I go, I know that I'm going to see a bunch of us there.
That's awesome.
So we've created a great community. So yeah, that's happening Thursday. So it should be fun.
All right. So speaking about Detroit, I have this little bowl here, and Kenisha doesn't know what's in here. So there are some questions that might be Detroit flavored, and there are some questions that could just be completely off script and strange. So are you ready? So go ahead and pull one. All right. Oops. I'll read it because you'll never be able to read my handwriting. Can you read it? I have Dr. Chicken Scratch handwriting. Yeah.
I tried.
It's probably upside down. No, just kidding. Okay. Ooh, I like this. What's an opinion that you have that has softened over time?
An opinion that I've had. Oh, see, I'm going back to the whole grace thing.
Yep.
Going back to that, because I'm telling you, when earlier in my career, it was, and now it's almost like, I don't know. I feel like the world have a weird way of, you know how I said I was very by the book, no excuses.
Yeah.
Every time I did that or had that perspective, it's almost like it became a mirror. So like if I watch somebody give me an excuse and they say this is what happened, I'm like, oh no, that's no excuse.
Yeah.
It will happen to me or someone close to me.
Yeah.
And it'll give me a different perspective. Like, okay, wait a minute, I shouldn't be this hard.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know?
That
has been
that's
my
somebody
life.
dropping a mic somewhere.
So I would say grace is something that I.
All right. I like it. Let's see what else is in here.
Oh, I can read this.
Okay.
Okay, a risk that paid off.
Ooh, I like that too.
My current situation. So I've worked since I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
I've either had one job or two jobs, but I've always had a job,
Okay.
a W-2 job. Doing entrepreneurship full time, that is something that I knew I wanted to do, but I was always scared to do.
Yeah.
I was always scared to do it. I never in a million years thought I would be here doing it now.
Right.
But I'm fine. It's paid off. It's been great. And I can't believe it at times. So I stay in a state of gratitude because, yeah, in April it'll be a year and it's been like very transformational. So I would say that's the risk that paid off.
Oh, that's fantabulous. All right. I am going to pull one more and then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
And I'm going to cheat. Oh, this is a perfect one to wrap it up because, Detroit is where we love to be. We are filming here in Detroit. So that's why I'm all gung-ho on Detroit. A place in Detroit that changes your mood instantly.
A place that changes my mood instantly. Well, I've noticed by the water.
Mm-hmm.
I think I went to the river walk. Is it called the river walk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. The first time was like a couple years ago, but
Okay.
I've lived in Detroit my whole life.
Yeah.
So crazy, but being on the water and then sometimes I come and run with the run group too.
Yeah.
That changes me.
Yeah.
So now I have this newfound love for like being by the water.
Yeah. I love
But,
that.
yeah.
I love that. And, you can find a lot of grace by the water.
Yeah.
You can also find Canada. It's right across the water. Well, Kenisha, thank you so much for doing this with me and, sharing your story. I literally think that what you do is so amazing. And I love the different aspects of business that you bring together. Mm-hmm. And you just make it that much easier on somebody. As an entrepreneur, somebody who has gone through some of these things, it would have been nice to have a you in my pocket.
Now you do.
Yeah, well, I do.
No, but thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for letting me share my story. As I said, this is something I love to do.
Yeah, I love it. Well, everybody, thank you for dropping in. We will have more information about how you can get hold of Kenisha. And in the meantime, think about what you can change, what things can make you more visible. What are the things that you can do to bring impact and grace to somebody else? All right. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.